Hey guys, Zach with Joker's Trains. Another day, another catalog review. This is now 2 catalog reviews in a row. We did Lionel yesterday for their October release. This is obviously Atlas O Fall 2025. And I'll give you credit, Atlas. You got a great cover here. You got the UP Abraham Lincoln on the tracks with Mount Rushmore behind it and the river running in the bottom of the picture. Nice. I do like this cover. Lionel, take notes. This is what covers should look like. All right, the first offering here we have Atlas Premier SD70Ms. Now, I'm no SD70M fan whatsoever. I do find a couple of these paint schemes interesting. You got Canadian National, Florida Gulf and Atlantic, the Lake State Railway, Pierre Marquette. Now, this Florida Gulf and Atlantic, I find that interesting. I have no ideas of purchasing that. I do find it interesting, mainly because I live in Florida. But SD70Ms have never been one of my desired models to get, so this isn't that big of a deal to me. We have the Susquehanna, the Norfolk Southern, the Union Pacific, Abraham Lincoln, and then just the regular Union Pacific, the cab flag scheme. I'm not a big fan of that UP scheme at the bottom. I much more prefer the UP with the flag on the side, but the bigger flag on the side, but not the little cab flag. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not an SDM guy, so that's not that big a deal. These do retail for $750. Now, if you haven't heard or known or recall from my last Atlas catalog review, the prices do reflect 30% tariffs. So keep that in mind. If that changes up or down, the prices from here will change from what they say. And yeah, so you got multiple road numbers, not multiple. You have 2 road numbers for each road name. So that's pretty cool, except for the Lake State, you only have 1. And then we have the 2 rail stuff here. That doesn't apply to me. Keep sliding down through here. All right, we got GP30s now with ditch lights as appropriate per road name. And these are all going to be powered by PS3, which is cool. Yeah, the BNSF, the Cincinnati Scenic Railway with a nickel plate paint, the Indiana Ohio. I do find this paint scheme pretty unique, I guess. I've never seen that before. Let's see, keep on moving. Got N&W, and then we have Raritan Central. I'm not real sure where that's at, but it's a cool paint scheme. I do like it. I like the just the all black with the white N&W. I think that looks pretty good. These engines are, how much are these going to be? $729, and you have 2 road numbers of all of them except for the Raritan Central. Only comes in cab number 5. And these are going to run on 042 curves. If you want to read the details, you can pause the video if you want to read this, or check out the website for yourself. I'm not going to go through all the little tidbits about the engine. It's pretty standard issue O gauge stuff from Atlas here. So, all right, boys. I do find this SD40 interesting. It's wheeling in Lake Erie. I do find this SD40 interesting. It's wheeling in Lake Erie. I like the paint scheme. I don't have any of these 1776 paint schemes. They're all red, white, and blue. I find this one interesting, and I also like SD40s. But the thing I see here that stood out to me was the big gold emblem in the middle. It's a limited edition. Apparently, these are only going to be ran one time, from what I was reading. Yeah, see right here. It's a little note here. Atlas Limited Edition Collector Series paint schemes will be run one time only. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it's, maybe this engine isn't for everybody, but everybody should have at least one of these, American flag type engines. And I thought this would be a pretty cool one to get. Problem is, next year is America's 250th. I think there's 0 shot you're going to get this from Atlas by next year. So there's that. This engine is going to retail for $749, and that's available in 3 only as well. And you only get 1 road number, so that's a pretty cool engine, I think. But we'll keep it moving here. That engine runs on 031 actually. Huh. Now here we have the Atlas Master MP15s making their return. It's been a while since they've made these. Now, when I was first getting back into the trains on my own, I was watching YouTube. I do remember seeing some of these on Eric Siegel's channel. And I always thought they were pretty cool, but at the time, I was like, I only have so much money for trains, so I don't know if I'm gonna waste it on a switcher. But lo and behold, the MP15s have returned, and we have them in multiple paint schemes here. You got BNSF, NS, the Reading Rainbow, the Reading and Northern. These have ditch lights as well. And then we keep on going. We got Conrail, Southern, UP, and Union Railroad Bicentennial. That's also going to be a collector's edition. Now, these are pretty cool. I do like them. I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to order one. I do like this Reading. The Reading and Northern. I think it's a good looking engine. I probably wouldn't buy the NS, but the Southern looks pretty good. But we'll keep going here. All right, these are gonna be a little bit pricey for a switcher. Now, I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna be in anywhere between $660 and $670, depending which one you want. I'm assuming it's because some of them have different details than others, or what have you. Maybe it's the ditch lights on some of them making it a little more expensive. But yeah, I think these look really cool, and we'll see how that goes. All right, that's going to take us to the end of the engines for this offering from Atlas, which is fine. We got plenty of stuff on. We should have plenty of stuff on pre-order by now, boys. Now I'm assuming we're going to get to the some of the freight cars. This looks promising. All right, first up we got the Atlas Premier O-Scale test car. I don't know why I want one of these. There's absolutely no need for these in model railroading, but I think they're pretty cool. And obviously we have the chassis here with the B&O, so if you know anything about my collection, that might get my attention. But these are going to be $73 retail. Look at that. I feel like that might be a bit much for these little bad boys. They do run an 031. Maybe we'll get that chassis one. I think that would be kind of a cool piece just to put on the shelf. That's when you know you have a problem in O-Scale, when you're just buying things that you think might look cool on a shelf. All right, that's happening. All right, now we're gonna go to the Atlas Premier coal porters. I'm not really into these modern type deals like this. These are pretty cool though. They look good. I feel like these are gonna come out really well. And you got some interesting road names here. You got Burlington Northern, Conrail, First Security Bank. All right, Norfolk Southern, and then you have the Reading Blue Mountain Northern. That's not a bad looking car. Then you have the UPs. Now these are going to be $89.95 a piece, and you have multiple road numbers to choose from, or you can just get 4-packs for $360. Now I'm assuming you might get a little bit off on these when you pre-order them. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I haven't looked up the pre-order list on these to see what it looks like. But yeah, I guess it's not a terrible deal. $89.95 for those. It's not terrible. And again, the 2 rails. Now we're going to go on down here. We got Atlas Premier operating log dump cars. I'm not a real big fan of operating cars, going all the way back to post-war. So these don't really do a whole lot for me. But I do find it interesting I find it interesting that Atlas made them. And some different road name choosings here. And these cars are going to retail for $109.95, and they come in, looks like 4 different road numbers each. And those are 3-row only. All right, now, I almost got excited and thought these were Berwicks, but they're not Berwicks. They're Gunderson's 60-foot high cube boxcars. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, these are Masters. These are Atlas Masters, so you know they're going to be nice, just like the Berwicks, just like the Trinity Hoppers, and anything else that Atlas puts Master on. These are going to be a fantastic model. So I will go ahead and give you the disclaimer. If you want them, order them now, because people will charge through the nose to get them on the secondary market, and I'm assuming these will sell just as fast as the Berwicks did. So get your orders in, figure out what you want, get your orders in, call Legacy Station. That's who I'll be calling. Especially for those TTXs, the rail box. Man, I cannot tell you how many times I've tried to get. I just like those cars because I see them all the time down here where I live, and I've tried to find them, and people will pay crazy money for that TTX car. So figure out what you want and get your orders in. We got several different road names to choose from. We got BNSF, Canadian Pacific CSX, NOKL. I don't really know who that one is. TTX on track for a cure for the breast cancer car. And then you have the Union Pacific. Now, I I went back and forth about which ones of these I like besides the TTX. And then we have the collector's edition Wheeling in Lake Erie. That's a pretty cool paint scheme. It's got the map on it, their route, it looks like over there. So I don't know. I don't know which ones I'm going to order here of these. I'm sure we'll get some just because they're pretty cool. And you can get these cars in 4 different road numbers as well. And again, I'll say it, and I think these are going to be just like the Berwicks and the Trinities. People are going to put their orders in, and they're going to sell out fast. Whatever's extra, dealers will sell fast whenever these deliver. So they say they're going to deliver third quarter of 2026. I don't know if I believe that, but they could. They're 109 a piece, so they're not the cheapest car, but I promise you, this is cheaper than you're going to get them on eBay or Trains or anywhere else where people are selling them. So get your orders in. Now another cool car. We've got these are going to be masters from Atlas as well. The 53-foot Evans double plug door box car. I have a couple 2-row cars of these for sale if anybody's interested. Just saying. But no, these are fantastic cars. I really like these cars, and I was kind of conflicted if I wanted to order some because I like them. I just don't have it. I don't know if I have any of them other than the 2-row cars I have for sale. But so we have the Illinois Central Gulf X Evans, and then you have the USLX Cypress. Then we have I don't know how you say that one, but we got the Tropicanas, Wicks Agriculture, Virginia Central, and then the Plywood Marketing. Now, I'm not going to lie, going to probably order some of these Tropicana cars. I think they're pretty cool. And I find this car very interesting, the Plywood Marketing. I don't know anything about it. I just find the way that the car looks very interesting. These cars are going to be $89.95 a piece, which is pretty good, considering they are Atlas Master cars. But they only come in 2 different road numbers for 3-rail. And if you thought you were going to be slicking by the 2 rails to get 2 more different road numbers, they're the same road numbers, so don't waste your time. Yeah, those are pretty cool cars. Is this? No, I thought maybe that was a special edition, but it's not. But that Plywood Marketing car is really cool. All right, on to the next here. We got Atlas Master 11,000 gallon tank cars. Good looking cars, actually. I don't think when I flipped through here earlier that I realized these were Masters. I may get one just to take a look at it to see what it looks like. You know, I think I'm really impressed with the Atlas Master stuff. I think it's really good quality cars, and I feel like if you compare the prices to Atlas Master rolling stock to Lionel or anybody else, good luck beating Atlas quality for the price. You're not going to do it. These tank cars retail for $94.95. They come in 2 different road numbers, so that's pretty cool. And then they have all-scale signal system. Starts there, $39.95 a piece. I think there's pictures of them down here somewhere. But yeah, here you go. Here's your signals. You can buy these. You can buy K&R. K&R probably gonna be a little better signal, but just my opinion. I think that's about it. Oh, here, if you guys all you guys looking for people, you know, you buy all them Lionel passenger cars, ain't got enough people in them, everybody's raising hell. Get you some people from Atlas. It's a 12-piece set. They're not the cheapest people I've ever seen. They're $33 for 12 people, but yeah, it's not bad. Could be worse things in life. And here's the 2025 Golden Spike Club car. It's a TTX rail box with graffiti. It's pretty cool, actually. And 11,000 gallon tank car. All right, if you made it this far, I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts on where I'm at on the ordering process of this catalog. When I originally looked at this and made my first list today, this was on the list, the SD40. I really like this engine. So I had this on the list. Then I had a Southern MP15. And then I had a bunch of freight cars. I had all 4 of the TTX cars, the Wheeling Lake Erie, Gunderson, and then the Tropicana car, both Tropicana cars, and both of the Plywood Marketing cars, and I added it all up, and I was like, that's a big chunk of money for 2 engines and some freight cars. So I have to figure out what I'm actually going to order. I really do think I want one of these MP15s. I think they're pretty cool little engines, and I'm just not convinced about if I'm going to pull the trigger on that SD40 yet. I think it's a great looking engine. I really do. $750 for an SD40. It's a bit rough. You know, I understand the tariffs and all that, but you know, I figure I got a little bit of time before we have to get this Atlas order in, so figure out what I'm doing. I'll get that order placed, and maybe I'll make a post on Discord or something with what I'm ordering. Like I said though, I do like this Reading. Part of me just wants to order 2 switchers and a couple freight cars, but I don't need switchers. I don't have a big yard, but I don't. There's just something about these cool little switchers. I just think they're cool. They just look pretty cool. And I did a Google search on these today, and apparently the top speed on these little bad boys is like 65. They're a road switcher. I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah. Anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Of all the Reading has grown on me the more I look at it, but I think that Southern is going to be a nice unit. And from what I found, just a quick little Google search, the Southern had the most of these in their fleet of anybody that had MP15. So that's pretty cool. A little bit of information. Not that it makes it, it doesn't matter at all, really. But I just thought it was a cool little bit of information I might pass along with you guys. But anyways, that's where we're going to end this catalog review for Atlas Fall 2025. Get your pre-orders in. Looks like the pre-order deadline here says November 26th. So we do have a little bit of time to figure out what we're going to be ordering here. I'm telling you guys, if you want them Gundersons, order them. Just put your order in, and don't hope you can find them. Like I got lucky when the Berwicks came out. I was able to find 3 of them I bought. But if you want the Gundersons, get your orders in and make sure you reserve what you want, and that way you won't be disappointed on delivery day. But other than that, boys, I appreciate all you guys that have watched. This will be my 3rd video that I've released this week. I appreciate you guys for that. And yeah, check out my Discord. Hit up the merch store. Buy some shirts. Support me. Support the channel. And yeah, come hang out on Discord. We talk trains a lot more. So until next time, boys, I'm going to holler at y'all. See ya.